People make lots of mistake when it comes to marriages. It's only now that there's much of awareness towards marriage that a lot of people are talking about different stuffs and people learn. So then you know that okay, you can do this. But before now, there was not really much. So people made lots of mistakes. But for now, there are things that you have to do before you marry so that you don't make those mistakes. Why I'm saying this is a friend of mine or a colleague has a problem. So the thing is that before you go and marry either a man or a woman, it is very necessary to go to find out certain things about the family that you are marrying from the man or from the woman. You have to know their cultural beliefs, the way they do things. It is very necessary to know these things. How and with the man or from the family, how they treat money, what they do with money. That's some families, they are very greedy with money. These things are things that we have to know about. What they believe in, how they handle issues is very necessary. And most especially, their cultural beliefs. That is why I want to talk about this. Now, what happened is that, I don't know, it differs in different maybe tribe or families. But what she told me, I was a little bit like, The husband lost the mother. And if you see the things they ask this woman to do, it's like she's the one going to say, yeah, it's the wife that has to do these things. I say, it's like, it's this woman that has to do this funeral. I'm like, really? I said, you didn't know? She said, no. I said, what? And they are from the same tribe. I'm not going to mention this tribe. But she said, I said, you ask the same. She said, normally in her own, she's from the same tribe, but they don't do like that. They basically left everything for this woman. And the man is not even supporting her. Say, you have to do this, do that, do that. I'm like, really? So I said, this thing is something I have to talk about to that. This time around, when you want to marry, you have to ask people questions. So I know that when you are married, if your husband lost somebody, you will support him. There's a way, in your own way. If you are financially okay, you can support him with money. There are little things you will do, but they cannot give you tax, because you are just a wife. You are daughter-in-law. So why would they give you so much tax? If you see the things they ask this woman to do, I'm like, this is serious. I say, me, I don't know this. I lost my mother-in-law. I only supported my husband, going with him and, just be there, helping him to plan and all of that. Whatever I did it just on my own. Nobody asked me, you must do this, you must do that. So it's a little bit weird. Okay, what I really also didn't like is, if they ask this woman, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. Okay, the husband will say, yeah, that's the culture. Here, take this money to do it. The husband will now help her to cover the expenses. The husband say, no. The husband is even joining the family. So it's like, it's a tax. So this woman right now, she's really confused. She don't know what to do. I say, yes. So now she's becoming, she's asking questions. She's knowing more about the culture, the cultural beliefs of what the family she went to marry into. So I said, well, find a way if you can do this funeral, because you cannot say, oh, now you are going to back out. Maybe you do it, then if you see that more other stuffs that are there that you can't cope, then you find if you want to divorce or whatever you do, because it's not normal. I find it not normal, because the kind of, it's like she is the one basically going to do this funeral. So it's not okay. So it is very important before a man, a woman go and you marry, especially African marriages. You have to ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. Because there are some marriages that when somebody will die, the way they will start, they will put all the responsibility of that funeral either on their son-in-law or their daughter-in-law. No, it's like my father would die, then I will now, it's my husband that have to take responsibility of everything. No, I have brothers and sisters. Whatever support that he has to give, he is supporting me. It's not that it's going to be he that will do the funeral. No. Whatever support he will give to me, they will not drag him for anything. That is my culture. That is where I come from. That is my family. Nobody is going to say, let your husband come and do this. Your husband have to do this. No. It's the responsibility of me and my siblings to bury my father or my mother. So this African culture is not, I don't understand. It's so different. So as a man, as a woman, ask, know about your the cultural background, what they do before you go into marriage. It is very important, so that you will not come and say, had I known later. So if you have this kind of experience, if you have passed through this kind of experience before in your marriage that has to do with cultural differences, leave your comments, or leave your story, or let us know what exactly that went wrong. So share this video, and I'll see you in my next one.